Hello, League. My name is Mónica Alejandra Saldaña Hernandez, and this is my presentation for this topic that is designing a class for adults. And my topic is for adults, that is the present progressive, and the learner's level is for adults. The class size is 20, and the class length 45 minutes. Description of the students. In this lesson, 20 students study the form and use the present progressive tense, and they will be engaged by the speaking and active exercises and challenged by the exercises that combine the simple present and present progressive tenses. Non-action verbs are also covered for teaching adults use our grammar practice, and for this we will be able to progressive. The objective for this at the end of this class, the students will be able to understand the present progressive tense and also be able to difference between the simple present tense and the present continuous. The language functions, the students learn to understand and generate oral and written language with nouns, pronouns, and adjectives using present progressive. Reason or present progressive tense questions with verb to be. Language structures is the present progressive that is ending with eng, and also the procedures. This is establishing relationships. It's valuable for us to demonstrate how a lesson is related to other lessons. Students must understand that no single lesson exists apart from other lessons, but has a relationship with other previously present material. Teacher summary: be sure to summarize the important points or critical elements of a lesson for students. Discuss what you thought and what they learned. This might be the most valuable 3 to 5 minutes of any lesson. A student summary provide opportunities for students to summarize a lesson as well, inviting them to put a lesson into their own words can be helpful to you in determining how well they learn the material. The lesson product invite the students to incorporate the major elements of a lesson into their real life. And for this warm up, I will put them a song, and this can take 5 minutes, around 5 minutes, and create activity to motivate students to learn about our class, my class topic. They were up and introduce the present continuous tense. The students start off listening to a fun song. This song by the silly students start off by listening to a fun song. This song by the Silly Billy Band is perfect for this lesson, and kids find it funny. To introduce the basic structure of the key sentences, play the song one more time, pause the song after each action, and ask a student what he or she is doing. And for the presentation, with the lesson plan, my students are going to be exposed to the present progressive tense in English, and they will practice conjugating and using the tense in a classroom game. Progressive tense means it gives the idea that an action is in process during a particular time, and define the present progressive tense. The present progressive tense expresses an activity that is in the progress at the moment of speaking. It's a temporary activity that began in the past, is continuing at the present, and will probably end at some point in the future. And for the practice, our first activity can be quiet, one that involves reading the study that is this one, and writing, spending about 15 minutes working with a present progressive study. Have a students take turns reading out loud, underline the examples and answer the questions together, and then spend another 15 minutes playing charades. This is a great activity because it gets your students up and moving around the room as they practice the new grammar. Divide the class into two equal groups. If you are with one student, simply take turns acting. You will create actions ahead of time, running, sleeping, playing the guitar. Have the students take turns acting. The first team to correctly guess what they are doing gets a point. The teams must make a complete grammatically correct sentence to get the point she's running. At the end, the team with the most point wins. Competitions that involve movement make the class really fun and interesting for your students while they work with the new grammar. And for the production, the activity one, give some examples of the present progressive tense. For example, John is sleeping right now. I am reading right now. The students are sitting in their desks right now. And here I have 10 examples that they need to answer. And for the activity two, why can you play with me right now? Objectives, expressing actions happening now. Presentation, this game is called Why Can You Play With Me Right Now? And this could be, of course, given a number of the other's name and focuses on the idea of using present continuous to explain that a present ongoing action prevent us from doing another. In this game, one student pretends to call the other students on the telephone. The student says, let's go out to play, and the other student reply in the negative, offering an explanation as to why. For example, let's go out to play. Student 2, I can. I'm washing the dishes right now. Let's go out to play. I can. I'm doing my homework right now. Let's go out to play. I can. I'm eating dinner right now. The game can be a little more difficult or goal oriented by asking the let's play student to summarize the result at the end of a complete round of the class, switching to a third person application. This involves the teacher well and could be wrong like this. Why can Rose go out to play with you? She's washing the dishes right now. Why can Ben go out to play with you? He's doing homework right now. Why can Steve go out to play with you? He is eating dinner right now. The follow-up version could be scored by giving a point to students for each correct action they call they recall another point for using present continuous correctly the explanation. This can take around 20 minutes. And for the grad up, the activity to review what the students have learned during the class. At the end of the lesson, review the keywords from the lesson. A great way to do with present continuous verb is to act out some of the words and ask students to guess what you are doing, or to make it more fun for kids. Invite some students up to the front to act with the actions and ask to the other student, what is she doing? And at the end for this, I have some games in order to make sure of the topic and a quick quiz. And for the contingency plan, I have two videos on YouTube, and also I have a game for the present continuous and the difference between positive negative questions, and the last game that they need to find and put the correct answer in the number. This was my presentation for my lesson plan. Thank you so much for watching me.